How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Old School Weekly Recap. Let's take a look at what has taken place in the last 7 days. First up, this week's game update. Several of the integrity changes originally discussed earlier this year were implemented in this week's update. This included a change to the duel arena to prevent scamming. It's no longer possible to empty or uncharge tridents, blowpipes, or the sanguinesti staff during a duel. This stops players sneaking past the inventory checks with weapons or runes that the other player would not have expected. The point system of the enchanting area in the magic training arena has now been reworked. The points awarded for enchanting shapes will now scale depending on the type of enchant spell used. The bonus points awarded for enchanting the correct shape has also been increased from 1 to 2. A second floor has been added to the Chaos Temple near the wilderness. On this second floor you can find a Wine of Zamorak spawn, but in order to access it you will need Zamorak robes and over 500 total. Telegrabbing the wine found on the ground floor of the temple will now result in the monks becoming aggressive. Buying battle staffs from Zaf now requires partial completion of what lies below. And the final integrity change in today's update, partial completion of Eagle's Peak is now required to place box traps. You can see the full details of all of these changes, as well as the non-integrity changes made in today's update, by reading the full news post. Following on from the integrity changes implemented this week, the Old School team announced their plans for the integrity changes coming in the near future. So let's quickly run over the changes and what they expect to be doing. Pickpocketing NPCs for coins will soon be getting a change. Rather than going straight into your inventory, coins will come enclosed in a coin pouch. While stackable, a maximum of 28 coin pouches can be held at any time. If you have a stack of 28 in your inventory, you will need to open the pouches in order to continue pickpocketing. This change is being made to prevent auto-clickers being able to effectively pickpocket. The anti-dragon shield will soon require players to have started Dragon Slayer in order to equip it. This change aims to make it more difficult for people to bot green dragons. On top of the changes to the duel arena made today, there will be a couple of substantial changes on the way in the near future. It will no longer be possible to stake items, instead you'll have to stake coins and platinum. And on top of this, a scaling tax on winnings will be introduced. The lower your winnings, the lower the tax. The team have decided that they will not be introducing an option to match stats at the duel arena, nor will they be forcing players to stake a similar amount to their opponent. And finally, the team detailed a proposal for the new death mechanics in Old School. The new system would leave a gravestone where you die, and you would have 20 minutes to return to the gravestone. This 20-minute timer would only tick down when you are logged in. Your grave would persist across game updates and would exist on all worlds. To retrieve your items, you would need to pay a fee. The fee would be equal to 1% of the value of the items inside the grave, with a maximum fee of 50k. It will be possible to pay this fee using coins from your bank. Additional details of this new gravestone system, as well as the full details of everything else I've just covered, can be found in the Protecting Game Integrity news post. There is a link in the description. Earlier this week, the team released the highly anticipated Revenant Rewards developer blog. The blog discussed a variety of new equipment and rewards which could potentially come from Revs. Vigora's Chainmace, Craw's Bow, and Thamaron's Scepter are 3 new weapons proposed as drops from Revs. They are charged with Revenant Ether and boast substantially increased accuracy and damage when used against NPCs found within the wilderness. The Ferocious Ring offers great bonuses for players who are willing to risk. The ring increases accuracy and damage for all combat styles depending on how deep you are in the wilderness. On top of that, wearing the ring gives you a skull. The Amulet of Avarice causes all drops within the Rev Cave to be noted, and this includes drops from non-Revenant NPCs. Just like the ring, wearing the amulet will cause you to be skulled. To see the full details, as well as the 18 additional questions which will be included on the upcoming poll, check out the full blog, there is a link in the description. Last Saturday, the Deadman Summer Final kicked off. The top players from the previous Deadman season started their week-long fight for victory. This Saturday, you will be able to watch the conclusion of the competition, and we will see who walks away with the $20,000 grand prize. You are not going to want to miss the final. Tune in at 7:30 PM BST over on twitch.tv/oldschoolrs. Late last week, the team launched the 2019 Content Survey. This survey will provide the team with insight into what the community want for Old School over the next year. The survey should take no more than 20 minutes of your time, and your participation could have a lasting impact on the future of the game. Be sure to fill the survey out, there is a link in the description. And to finish off this week's recap, the Community Spotlight. This week I want to shout out an artist called Zuhar, who has been drawing people's Old School characters. The drawings are excellent, and they were even kind enough to upgrade this Pure's combat bracelet to Myth Gloves. So kind. You can find a link to Zuhar's Twitter in the description if you fancy checking out some more of their work. Anyway, that is all for this recap. Thank you all for watching, have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday.